We have come so far that we never thought we could.
We never believed in chance and luck and we're nobody.
We thought we will have no future at all. We started to believe and hope.
Now I started dreaming of being someone along this mysterious journey.
Somehow, we started believing in second chance and luck.
Thanks to my dream, which seemed so real, thanks to my hope that stand aside wherever I go.
We don't know how, but we see ourselves becoming somebody in future.
You know, oftentimes we try to find happiness in a really great place, and we try to find happiness in this fantasy land. But if you really look for it, happiness is right around you wherever you are. So I have a question for all of you. How far can you go in a search of your happiness? Will you be able to leave your motherland forever just because of happiness? Will you be able to drop down to low of the lowest status just for happiness? Well, hi, my name is Rabina Phyuyel and I am a sophomore at Baldwin High School. I was born in a small country called Nepal as a refugee. And today I picked this search of happiness, and I picked this topic dealing with my background because the whole theme of today's talk was connectivity. And my background has so much connection with so many places and things that I felt like this was the best idea. And also it's called an idea that's worth spreading, and I feel like my background should be spread out because there is so much increase of population in Pennsylvania, in this area, and in United States and many other countries, yet nobody knows who we are. So today I wanted to share about my journey and why I picked this topic. Well, my speech has three main places: Nepal, Bhutan, and America. And my ancestor and many other Nepalese people, they were native to Nepal, but they decided to move to Bhutan to search for the happiness because they didn't find satisfaction living in Nepal. I'm pretty sure many of you sitting here doesn't know where Bhutan or Nepal is located. Well, Bhutan is in central southern side of Asia, and it is considered the last utopia in the world because it is breathtaking beautiful, at least what I have heard of. And Nepal is a country full of mountain and home of Mount Everest, and also Gautam Buddha was born there. And life in Bhutan was pretty exciting for my ancestor and lots of other Nepalese people in Bhutan because they felt like they found their happiness. There was so much peace, and it was like the perfect land they have ever dreamed of. But you know, too much happiness always brings conflict. So Bhutan at the time wasn't a very diverse country. So it wanted everyone living in the country to follow their religion, speak their language, which was called Jonka, which is completely different from Nepal. And they also wanted everybody to do whatever they wanted them to do, which Nepali people were completely against, because if we came here to find our happiness, why should we do things that doesn't make us happy? Which made the government pretty upset, so they decided to throw all of the Nepalese out of the country. And there was no other place to go except for Nepal. And it was very ironic that they went to Bhutan to find their happiness, but then they had to come back to Nepal. And whenever they came back to Nepal, nobody accepted them because you left the country for some other country, so why would we accept you? So they started living in this river called Mai. It was one of the holiest river, and they started setting up little tents just to survive. And there would be like almost everyone would live in a very tragic place because there was never enough food, and also the river wave, when it's strong, would kill at least one person at a time. So UNSCR noticed all of the refugee people and people from Bhutan, so they decided to give them refuge. And in year 1992, that's where my parents and lots of other people became refugee. And refugee camp was a blessing, but it wasn't a great place to live because the education system was really bad. There was no certified teacher, and the food, we would get food, but it was only a limited amount. And refugee camp was a place where you really didn't have anything to do with anything. No one would ask you a question like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Because everybody knew that you had no future. There was no dream of future. You really just couldn't do anything. And in year 2007, there came the twist and one step towards searching for happiness. And America and 7 other countries decided to resettle the refugee to their country and give them the identity. At first, everybody hesitated because if Bhutan can kick us out, then any country can kick us out. Why would we trust this country called America, which we have never seen? And America was like the fantasy world, the fairy tale that we have heard of. We have heard that it's perfect. We have heard that living in America is always better future. Living in America is really a paradise. But nobody knew if that was true. What if they were taking us to sell us? What if there was no future in America too? So everybody hesitated. But once time went on, people started to, maybe if we take the first step, maybe this will bring our better future, and maybe this will be the search of happiness that we are looking for. So at first, my parents were against this too because nobody knew what America was. But then thinking about future, thinking about our future, it was clear that America was the only choice. So thanks to America that we could actually dream and hope. And whenever I first came to America, I really did not like it here because it wasn't, at first I thought it wasn't a very diverse country because nobody spoke my language, and I felt very left out because I didn't know what they were saying and they didn't know what I was saying. But as time went on, I was really thankful that I was in America because of the education that I got. I felt like every day I could learn something new. I was so glad I was in America because I could make my future. I felt like if I work hard, I could do anything I wanted. And really, I really like to thank America for giving me these opportunities. And also, I would like to thank the UNSCR for giving us a refuge, for letting us live there for 18 years, and also letting us come to America. And I will always dream because they said the girl with the dream becomes a woman with the vision, and I will become a woman with the vision because I am a girl with the dream. Thank you.